Namaste everybody. Medieval period is the first chapter of history class 7, and in this video we are going to discuss about the introduction of medieval period, periodization of history and importance of medieval period in our study. How do we periodize? Although James Mill, a Scottish historian or philosopher, in his famous book The History of British India, divided history into three groups, and this division was basically on the rulers who ruled over India in different periods. And he divided history into Hindu, Muslim and British, and during that time it was widely accepted by many people, but historians generally divide history into three periods: the ancient, the medieval and modern period. In class 7 we are going to study about the history and civilization of medieval period of India as well as the world. Now a question is, do we have any difference between European and Indian medieval period? Yes. In Europe, the period from 5th to 15th century is known as the medieval period, and in Indian context we may say that the period from 8th to 18th century is 18th century common era, marks the beginning and the ending of medieval period. Now a question is, why do we study medieval period? During this period, several important changes took place in social, economic and political structure of Europe, America and Asia, and that changes affect Indian culture, administration, economy, language and religious belief. So the study of medieval period become important. So we should study about medieval period. But what are the sources of information? The main sources of information of the medieval period are literature and archaeological findings. What are literature and archaeological findings? The literature of this period consists of religious works and commentaries based on Puran, Smritis, etc. Non-religious works on medicine, astronomy, dramas, stories and other literature are also available. That is enough to tell the stories of medieval period. The autobiographies, others of the orders of rulers and later written during that period also help us to understand the life of the people during the medieval period. For example, अगर हम ऐसा बात करें कि कौन कौन से चीज़ हैं जो medieval period में और उसके importance को हमें बताता है, तो we may say Prithviraj Raso, written by Chandwar Dai, a court poet of Prithviraj Chauhan, throws light on the administration and the life of people in North India. During the reign of Prithviraj Chauhan it was written. The well-known works of history of this period are Tahqiq-e-Hind is also famous. Tahqiq-e-Hind was written by Al-Baruni, Ain-e-Akbari written by Abul Fazl. These works had been written during medieval period. Are some works composed during that time and that shows us the glimpses of the medieval period, which were written mainly in Persian. The travel accounts of foreign visitors like Ibn Battuta, Marco Polo and Bernier are also important sources of information about that time. All these things, we have some archaeological findings such as excavation of medieval towns, cities, sarais and villages, along with painting, monuments, sculptures, coin and inscriptions also give us a lot of information about the different aspects of the society and the culture during that period. But what are the major achievements of that period? The significance or the significant achievement of this period was the popularity and availability of paper. Paper was mainly became popular during medieval period, which are major sources of information about the period. This was also a period of great technological achievement or advancement or development, like the Persian wheel, spinning wheel, etc. was also developed during that time. How did change occur over India's name? भारत के नाम में कैसे बदलाव हुआ? Historical records the word Hindustan is referred by some people as a place where Hindus live, but according to the constitution the name of our country is India only. What are the keywords of this chapter? Manuscript. What is manuscript? Manuscripts are the handwritten text or documents. What is sarai? In for travelers is called sarai, and what is scribe? A person who copied out documents is called scribe. Thank you for watching. If you like our report, must subscribe.